All right, besties, I know the 7 a.m. isn't for everyone, so in case you missed it, here's everything I taught today. Today was Pilates sculpt, so we did get a little bit spicy, but please remember that this video is in 2x speed, so try to slow down the moves when you're doing yourself. Starting off with core, you want to lay down on your back and find your neutral spine, and we're starting with crunches, trying to get both shoulder blades off the mat. Then you're doing a full roll up, keeping your spine rounded, sitting up nice and tall, adding in an optional shoulder press before you roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Now we're staying lifted off the mat. We're going to reach forward, plant our palms behind us, and add a little leg lift. For this last piece, we're dropping to our forearms, and I want you to really make sure that you're pressing into your elbows so you're not sinking down into your shoulders, and also that your elbows are under your shoulders so they're not too far apart. This last piece you'll do to one side and then the other, and when your core is nice and on fire, you're done. These plank scoops, I actually don't know what they're called, but I like to call them plank scoops, are one of my absolute favorites because I feel like it really helps my students learn what it means to scoop up from your belly button. We're staying at the top of the plank and moving from side plank to high plank. If doing these plank moves is too much, you can always drop the knee of the leg that's not working. In this little combo, you're basically going to extend the leg from the tabletop position and then lift the knee and extend the leg in the plank position. Staying in your tabletop, make sure that your hips are squared off. This elbow tap to push up combo is also a great way for my students to learn the difference between the two. And of course, it gets your triceps nice and toasty. Moving on to standing, we've got one foot on the block, one foot on the mat. Throughout every piece of this standing series, I really want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades back and together and keeping a nice flat back. That's especially important in these hinge moves. The goal is not to get the weights as low as they can go. I'd actually rather you not go as low if that means keeping a flat back. Also, if the single leg is too much, you can always drop that back leg and just focus on the hinge. We're almost done, I swear. For this combo, first we're going to start with just a squat to an RDL, and then we're going to add a step back to a lunge. Make sure the heel of the foot that's not on the block stays off the mat. And at this point, I sound like a broken record, but make sure that your back is flat. Last little piece is this lunge pulse, and then you got your workout in for the day. Bye.